Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It has been a while, but I've kind of been busy. Honestly, I was debating whether or not I was going to even do a voiceover. I'm kind of just recording this, but I don't even know if I'll use it or if I'll just do another music only video, because I feel like at this point I've kind of talked about my art techniques so much in previous videos. Sometimes it just feels like I don't even have anything to say, but I do have some exciting news though. I'm going to be at MCM London in October. I did want to do a voiceover just to do the announcement that I will be at MCM, so yeah, there's that. I think recently obviously recently I've been quite busy with life stuff, but also I think I have been feeling quite, I guess, burnt out with doing artwork again. I don't know, I was feeling for a while like I got my mojo back with art, but I've been kind of comparing myself to other artists a lot again and feeling kind of demotivated with how my art looks and how it does, I guess, online. Like, it's a bit silly, but you know, like, I know it's not very good to compare yourself to others, but that's just the nature of life, isn't it? Yeah, I think because I've not been feeling very satisfied with my artwork, and I guess just not really enjoying the process of drawing that much, I've kind of been procrastinating doing artwork and projects, including all of the Chaos Granny stuff and the Dracula summary that I was working on. I guess I've just been doing some other hobbies that I enjoy, like crochet or playing some video games. Like, I finally finished playing Hades for the first time, which was very fun. But yeah, I mean, I've wanted to do a fan art of Frieren for a while because I really enjoyed the anime. As I've probably mentioned before in other videos, sometimes I feel quite stressed out doing fan arts because I get quite critical of how they turn out, and I often end up not being very happy with how they look, especially because I will compare how my fan art looks to other people's fan arts that I see, and I'm like, oh man, theirs is so much better, like why doesn't mine look like that? But you know, I kind of just bit the bullet and got on with drawing this, and I'm happy with how it turned out actually. I think it does look a bit plain, I guess, but I just couldn't motivate myself to, I don't know, do a complicated background or more complicated clothes or anything like that. Again, as I mentioned previously, I think I haven't been enjoying the process of drawing as much recently. Often when I draw, I'll do a little bit and then lose motivation and then just not really want to carry on. So I think what I've been trying to do is take it more slow, like put less pressure on myself to get artwork and stuff done, because oftentimes, especially with stuff like how I used to be with Chaos Granny, was that I'd kind of obsessively work on it to a point where if I was spending time cooking dinner for myself, I'd be like, I'm wasting time that I should be working on this. And I think that's kind of ruined the enjoyment of working on it and stuff. So I think what I've decided to try and do is just take more breaks between doing art and do more of my other hobbies, because often I'll feel like I have to prioritize it over everything else, and that I'll have to put all the other things that I enjoy doing on hold to do art stuff. So that's why I've kind of just decided to be like, you know what, if I'm very slow uploading things like the webcomic or YouTube videos or whatever, that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day it's a hobby for me, not a full-time job that I'm having to do. So I should try and do it more at my own pace to make sure that I enjoy it rather than sucking all the fun out of it by turning it into a chore. So, you know, like if I have days where I don't feel like drawing, I can not do it without feeling any guilt or things like that. But yeah, I think also recently I've been feeling like I want to kind of overhaul my art style, but I don't really enjoy drawing in other ways, because the way my art style has turned out is because of how I enjoy drawing, in terms of I don't particularly like spending ages doing fancy line art or using the lasso tool to fill in colour and do cell shading and things like that, because I just find it a bit boring. Kind of prefer to just put stuff down and see what happens. But I'll see other people's artworks, like especially with bright and cell shaded art, and I think it's so nice, and I'm like, oh, I want to draw like that, but I don't actually enjoy drawing like that. So yeah, that's kind of been that's been a bit annoying. But yeah, I think overall I was happy with how this Frieren art turned out. I don't think it's like amazing or anything, but I liked how her face turned out. Anyway, I'm hopefully going to turn this into a print for MCM London, and I think I will try and do a little bit more fan arts to try and make a few more fan art prints for MCM, and if anyone is going to be there, I hope to see you. I think going forward the plan is to try and do 1 or maybe 2 conventions a year, because now I have a bit of a better idea what sorts of conventions will actually work for me. I also have a bit of a better idea what sorts of prints are selling well, so I'm really hoping to try and clear some stock at this convention, so for future conventions I can try and have some more prints that people will actually want to buy. Specifically, I'm planning on just giving away free prints of the Gojo artwork that I did, because I don't think I've actually sold a single one of those prints, and I kind of just want to get rid of them to clear clear some space because I am running out of storage space for my prints, and I figured it would be better to just give them away for free than to throw them all in the recycling bin. But yeah, I think overall my goal is to try and slow down a bit more with art stuff and put less pressure on myself to churn stuff out, even with things like the YouTube channel. So before, I kind of felt this pressure to be like, oh, I have to keep putting out new videos because otherwise I won't be able to grow my channel, blah blah blah. But I think at this moment in time I kind of feel like I don't care about that as much anymore, especially since I think YouTube are introducing some new changes which basically make it harder to like monetize your channel and all that kind of stuff. So I'm basically kind of just gonna stop trying to aim towards that purely because I'd rather have fun posting videos, and I used to have fun when I was posting them at the start, and I still do, but it does to a certain extent feel a bit pressured, or like, oh, I have to get something out, and if something does really well then I feel really happy, but then I also feel pressured for the next one to have to do the same, and that's kind of just very tiring. Again, I'm not like planning on stopping or like giving up on these projects and stuff like Chaos Granny or my YouTube channel or all the other things. It's more just that I planning on basically just giving myself permission if I don't feel like working on something to not work on it and not feel bad about it, because again, I'm not a full-time artist, it's a hobby and therefore it's supposed to be fun. So if I keep pushing myself and it's not fun anymore, then what's the point of doing it? And even with things like all the drawings, I'm gonna stop feeling like I need to keep doing more studies to practice and improve, because you know, if I improve, and if I don't, then I don't. But I think it's more important that I actually enjoy the process of drawing rather than forcing myself to keep going. But yeah, I feel like I'm making it sound like I've totally lost my art mojo. I don't think I have. I just want to slow down with things, essentially. Or I guess like have a, well, it's not really like a work-life balance because it's not work, but kind of like that basically. But yeah, thanks for watching.